Peace and blessings, families. Brother Agyei Tyehimba of Harlem Liberation School, where we teach black people to wake up, clean up, and stand up. Welcome to another episode of Leadership Lessons with Agyei Tyehimba. Now, we did a broadcast where we talked about unity without uniformity, the importance of valuing the diversity within our community or our organizations, and not making difference out to be problematic. Today, when we talk about proper people placement, we are building off of that, because now that we understand and appreciate or recognize the diversity of talents and personalities and all these things in our community or organization, now the question is, how do we best utilize and harness and get the best harvest from all of that talent and personality traits and skills? Just having a bunch of talent around you does not ensure that you're going to be able to properly manage it. So today, when we talk about proper people placement, that's what we're talking about. If you play chess, you might be familiar with the fact that on that chessboard, you have these two armies, the black army and the white army. The goal of the game being to capture the king, and you have all these different pieces. And you may know that each piece moves in a particular fashion, and that each piece is most powerful when placed in certain areas of the board. So, for example, the knight, the horse, which moves in kind of an L shape, it's most powerful in the center of the board. You can have two knights, but if they're all the way at the edges of the board, they're not as powerful. But you put it in the center of the board, and that knight covers a lot of area and terrain. Just like as in chess, when we have an organization, there are certain people that, because of their skill or gift or personality, could be placed a number of different places, but they're most effective for the organization. They're going to be more fulfilled in certain positions. Human beings are not one size fits all, family. It's not just about getting people to come to the meetings, getting bodies into seats, pontificating our agendas or whatever. It's about doing some of that strategic work, that behind the scenes nobody gets to see you or give you a pat on the back work, the stuff that makes everything else come together. Proper people placement refers to your ability to properly assess the people in your organization. This means their skills, their gifts, and their personalities, right? Their psychologies, and being able to try to place them where they'll do the most good for the organization and will also be the happiest and most fulfilled. I always advocate in an organization for having some type of survey that's distributed amongst your membership and directly asking people, what are your skills? What are you good at doing? What do you enjoy doing? When you see organizations that are really clicking, or even businesses that's not accidental and is not incidental, there are things they are doing and there are things they refuse to do that account for the success you see. There's reasons why this organization, people always come to their meetings, and that organization is rarely people coming to their meetings. There's a reason for that. And usually those are the things that are going on in the background that the public will never see. We get it sometimes twisted. We think that the public, the real ostentatious things, the big glamorous things, no. The things that are most important are the turtle-like things. You know, the tortoise and the hare, this kind of the things you do, the small things you do consistently, day in and day out, the culture you create, the things you reinforce. Those are the things that are going to make or break your organization. There's a lot more to this. If you want a more thorough understanding of it, please purchase my book, Leadership Philosophy, Ethics, and Practice.